Lesson 7, Company Account. 1 marks. A preference share is 1. Which one is answered? C. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Second question. That part of share capital which can be called up only on the winding up of a company is called what? When the company closes, at that time the share capital will be called up. Which one is that? That is, answer is D. Reserve capital, which will be useful at the time of winding up. Third question. At the time of forfeiture means cancellation of share. Share capital account is debited with, answers is D, called up amount. Fourth one. After the forfeited shares are reissued, the balance in the forfeited shares account should be transferred to, which one is answer? Capital reserve account, B. Fifth one, the amount received over and above the par value is credited to, means more than face value. What is the answer? Answer is A. Security premium account. Sixth question. Which of the following statement is false? So the answer is B. In case of undersubscription, issued capital will be less than the subscribed capital. Now move on to seventh question. When shares are issued for purchase of assets, the amount should be credited to C. Share capital account. Eighth one. Match the pair and identify the correct option. So the answer is which one? Answer is C. 3, 2, 4, 1. Ninth question. If a share of rupees 10 on which rupees 8 has been paid up is forfeited, minimum reissue price is, what is the answer? Rupees 2 per share. 10 minus 8. The balance 2 rupees is the answer. Now, Supreme Limited forfeited 100 shares of rupees 10 each for non-payment of final call of rupees 2 per share. All these shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share. What amount will be transferred to capital reserve account? Answer is very simple. 700. How you are going to calculate very fast? See this. I'll say you the shortcut method. There are 10 rupees per share, right? Non-payment is 2 rupees. So first entry 10 minus 2 is how much? 8 rupees. Right? And here already reissued 9. Out of 10, 9 gone, means how much? 1 is the balance forfeiture. So first entry forfeiture is 8 rupees. Second entry forfeiture is 1 rupee. 8 minus 1, balance is 7. So 100 into 7, answer is 700. Once again I repeat, first entry forfeiture value is total 10 rupees, out of that 2 rupees gone. Final call. So balance is how much? 8 rupees. So 8 rupees is forfeiture. In second entry, rupees 9 is reissued, means this goes to the bank account. So balance 1 rupee only is the forfeiture. So first entry, 10 minus 2, 8 rupees forfeiture, and here 1 rupee forfeiture. 8 minus 1 is how much? 7 rupees. 7 rupees into 100 per share. So 100 into 7, 700 is the answer. Now move on to 8th lesson. Financial statement analysis. Financial statement analysis. Which of the following statement is not true? Answer is C. Trend analysis refers to the study of movement of figures for 1 year. Second question. Balance sheet provides information about the financial position of a business concern. So what is the answer this? Answer is B, as on particular date. So balance sheet provides information on a particular date. Third question. Which of the following tools of financial statement analysis is suitable when data relating to several years are to be analyzed? The answer is D. Trend analysis. Trend analysis. Fourth question. The financial statement do not exhibit. The financial statement do not exhibit. Answer is A. Non-monetary data. Fifth one. Which of the following is not a tool of financial statement analysis? इनमें से कौन सा tools नहीं है? So the answer is D. Standard costing. Other are tools of financial statement. Standard costing is not a tool. So not a tool means standard costing. The term fund refers to. The term fund refers to, what is the answer? That is working capital. Seventh question. Which of the following statement is not true? So which one is the answer? Answer is C. Expert knowledge is not required in analyzing the financial statements. Move on to 8th question. A limited company sales has increased 1,25,000 to 1,50,000. How does this appear in comparative income statement? How much increase? So the answer is 20%. How you got the difference between 1,25,000 and 1,50,000 is 25,000. 25,000 divided by 1,25,000 into 100, you will get 20%. Next one. 9th question. In a common size balance sheet, if the percentage of non-current asset is 75, what would be the percentage of the current assets? Simple. In common size balance sheet, total is 100%. Here already he said non-current asset is 75. Question number 9. In a common size balance sheet, if the percentage of non-current asset is 75, what would be the percentage of current assets? The answer is 25. How this 25 will come? Simple. Percentage means 100. 100 minus 75, the balance is 25. This 25 is known as current assets. Okay? Now question number 10. Expenses for a business for the first year were rupees 80,000. In the second year, it was increased to rupees 88,000. What is the trend percentage in the second year? For calculate the trend percentage, you have to do second year amount 88,000 divide by first year amount 80,000. 88,000 divide by 80,000 into 100, you will get the answer 110 percentage. Once again I repeat, 8,000 divided by 80,000 into 100, 110 percentage.